What's going on, everybody? La, 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 la. That's not what I wanted to do. That light is right there. It's like a. Now I'm just being too picky. Too picky. Too picky. What's going on, everybody? So today is Thursday, September the 2nd. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Joe. My wife and I, Jessica, we are full-time resellers. We buy and sell liquidation in our store here in Conway, Arkansas, along with eBay and our website. Hi there, my name is Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
We are homeschooling, natural living entrepreneurs.
This is a story of how we balance it all for the freedom to live our lives devoted to our family and faith.
Thanks for stopping by, subscribe, and come on in. So it has been a crazy week, y'all, especially for those who have been following along with the story in the previous episode. It's been a crazy week. It's like today I think may actually be Thursday, but we've had 3 Mondays. We never really had a Tuesday and Wednesday. And I say that because after, the pallet debacle on Tuesday, Wednesday morning, yesterday morning, I wake up and our main eBay store is suspended for 3 days. And I will take responsibility for it. I mean, granted, I have to take responsibility for all the times that we get suspended in the violations and such, because it's my business. It's nobody else's fault. It's not eBay's fault. So I'm not placing blame on any of that. I take responsibility for it. But with this item specifically, because it's a specific type of supplement that is copyrighted by some company, and there's only approved brands that can use this technology. And there was a brand that I was using that does not have approval to list it, to manufacture it. And this is the second time that this happened. So we had previously listed one before, and the listing got pulled. And then we listed it again. I didn't catch it. I was supposed to provide a list of items that we don't list, but I never did. We have like an audible list. Like I tell Whitney, hey, if you see these as you're going through and sorting boxes, let's not list those. But this one, I never told anybody, so that's completely on me. But it is what it is. So we went through that, and then so I cross-listed all of our items into our other eBay store, and then I got the email notification from that store. It's suspended for 7 days because we can't seem to stop violating the over-the-counter drug prescription drug policy, which I'm not exactly sure how we violated it this time, because it's a couple of items that we have been selling for a while now with no issue. We had them listed in our main store, wasn't an issue, but the moment we listed it into the other store, it became an issue. I have no idea. We had already violated the law before, because sending a lot of these health and beauty products, vitamin supplements, they may not be considered a prescription drug here, but if you are shipping them internationally, then the country that is receiving it may have it labeled as a prescription drug. So you got to be careful to not allow international shipping for a lot of items. So we got in trouble a couple times as we were learning. So it is what it is, but it is Thursday, and today is unboxing day. And I do believe that we are going to film an unboxing today because we need to. We haven't filmed one in a week, over a week, I guess, because we didn't film one last Thursday. We didn't film one Tuesday, so we've got to film one today. And this may be just an update video, because I've already been talking for like 4 minutes, and I've got so much information that I want to share with y'all, because I got a couple of problems that have arisen that I've got some solutions for that I want to share with you guys. So I believe in the last video you heard me talking about that there was a lot of customers in here last week. Last week was a very busy week. We almost doubled our previous high weekly sales last week. I mean, it was an awesome week. Saturday was extremely busy. We had like 15 or 16 people in here at one time in this one little area, and it was packed. Some people were uncomfortable just because there's so many people that were in here, And that's one of the cons of the Bargain Brothers is there's just so many people in here. So there's only a couple more solutions that we have. Is one, we get a bigger retail space, and that's not really an option for us. It is September, and there's not a lot of retail spaces available here in town. There is one that has 2,800 square feet that is probably going to cost us around $3,000 per month to rent after utilities and all that stuff. And that's a lot more than what we want to pay. And then the other options, the other retail spaces, they just, for the size that we would want to have, like we need warehouse type in the back and then retail up front. And there's only a certain amount of those places available, and they're expensive. Like down the road, we'd have no issues paying $2,800 a month, but not right now, not where we are in our growing stage. So another option would be to take more inventory space, push back the wall more to do that. And that's not really an option because we need that for our online inventory. So where I landed, what I came up with is we have, like, when we were busy on Saturday, it was completely full up here. But up here in this front room, there was only like one or two people. And they would just, it was more like they would use it as an escape to leave up here, come up here, look for a minute, and then go back in. And I talked to our landlord about the possibility of removing this wall because the previous tenant did put this wall up, and I'm like, can we remove it? And I thought that they would say no, because if the wall is removed, then after we leave, it becomes less desirable for somebody to come in and move in because they would have to then build the wall. So it doesn't make sense to do so. But we can put bins up here. We can take down the retail shelves, and what we're going to do is we've got retail shelves up here. We've got the two here. We've got those two there. We've got two there. We've got one there. So we've got 7. I believe we have enough stuff to where we can make 8 of them if we need to. But I think for right now, we're only going to need the 7. We might need 8 if I throw out a different idea, but the way that I've been thinking, I don't think we're going to do it that way, so we'll just need the 7. And with that, we're going to put 4 against this wall over here, and then we'll put 3 over here. And now that I think that I could do 8, I'm like, maybe we should do 8, because then I could do 4 there and then 4 there. And then what we're going to do with the bins is we're going to leave this bin here, and then we'll leave these bins over here, and then we'll leave these bins here for now. And then the rest of the bins, we're going to move up front here. So we could put a U-shape of bins here, and then over here, same thing, U-shape bins, so we can get 4 sets of bins on this side. On this side, we could ultimately get 9 sets of bins if we do a row down the middle. So that's what's going to happen. It is going to happen next week, because I don't want to go too much further into this, because there are so many customers that came in last week that on Saturday, because I created a Facebook ad and I targeted a specific group of people that was different than before, and it got a lot of traction. It started hitting a lot of people who were interested. They started coming in, and I was seeing that there'd be no way, like I was seeing that it's getting too full in here. There's going to be too many people, that if I keep this ad going, then it's going to be too busy, and then people are going to come in, and there's going to be too packed that they're not going to want to come back, or there's not going to be enough product because we're in the process of getting a custom-built pallet as a test trial run to see if this company is going to be able to take care of our bin store, our retail space that we're trying to build, along with some online stuff as well. So that pallet is coming in. It may come in Friday, tomorrow, but chances are it'll probably come in Tuesday of next week. But I knew that if we kept on with that trajectory of the increased customer flow, that we would not be able to take care of the customers the way that we want to, and we would risk them not coming back. I think that's just one thing that I learned working in the restaurant industry, that a lot of people don't quite understand. Is a lot of times, even now, like with the pandemic, is you go into a restaurant and you see lots of empty tables, right? And then the host is like, well, we're going to have to be on a 10-minute wait. And you're like, I don't understand. You have all of these tables. But what you don't see is that in the kitchen, there may be only 2 cooks when there should be 5 or 6 cooks. Or maybe they don't have a dishwasher, or maybe they only have, 3 or 4 servers, and normally they would have like 10 or 12 servers. So you're thinking, oh, well, there's space, but they're thinking, no, I need to control how many customers we allow in here, because I want them to have as good of an experience as possible so that they come back. Because as a business owner, it's not just the one time. Like, if you don't operate a business, if you do, you know that customer acquisition is expensive, that gaining new customers can get expensive. Running ads to get customers in here can get expensive. So that first visit, sometimes it's a wash. Like, it's like you're not really making, you're making money, obviously, but it's profit comes from them coming back time and time again. Because maybe we spent $5, we didn't spend $5 per customer to get them in here. But let's just say that we spent $5 to get a customer in here, and they came in and they spent $10, right? Well, we made $5, and granted, $5, we didn't make that because we still had all the utilities, we still had the cost of goods, how much it cost us to buy that item. So we may have made $1 after it's all said and done. But say they come back and then they spend another $10, and they come back and spend another $10, and they spend another $10. We still only spent $5 to get that customer in the door. Granted, now if they don't come back and we're always having to get that new customer, then it gets costly. So knowing that you can take care of the guests, take care of the customers with the level of service and product that you want them to have, it's going to go a long way in bringing people back. And we know that people are not very forgiving. I wish we were more forgiving, but we're not. We go somewhere, they don't have the stuff that we want. Like, people come in here, just for example, and they don't see anything that they like. Well, then they may never come back, because like, oh, well, they don't have anything good there, but just because there wasn't anything there that one time that they didn't like, we put out stuff every day. Like, all day we're putting out new stuff. Like, we just put out, 100 some items yesterday. We're going to put out all new items next week. Or say they come in and it's slammed at the time that they come in, and then they leave because they couldn't shop, and they think, oh, well, it's so busy there that I couldn't even look around. And granted, that was a one-time deal. So we know that people aren't forgiving, and we have to plan accordingly. So I say all that to say we stopped the ad, and then I've been trying to figure out solutions to the problem with having all of the bin stuff in this one area. So breaking it up into 3 different areas will separate all of the customers and will make it seem like it's not as busy as it is and as cramped. Because if you've got 5 customers here looking around that are spaced out, you'll have 5 customers over here spaced out, and you can have several customers over here spaced out. It's not going to be as cramped as it was before. So that's the plan for next week, is we're going to shut down the store on Tuesday and Wednesday, so that on Tuesday we can move everything around, and then on Wednesday we can focus on getting the product situated the way that we want it, get all new product out, do some marketing, make some videos so that we can use that to market on social media. So that's the plan. To solve the problem, and I'm excited about it, because it should help out tremendously, because we are committed. Like, and this really is just a me talking video, so this is probably going to be one of the easiest videos that I ever have to edit, because it's like one giant thing. I don't know, it's crazy. So I didn't plan on doing this. I plan on doing some, some different stuff, but this is just how it landed today, and I think it's good. It's good dialogue. I think, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments below whether you like this kind of stuff. I just like to let people know my processes, so that as you encounter similar processes, then you can kind of see how different brains work, and different business owners operate to help you solve your problem, because you may not do the exact same thing that I did, or have the same situation, but it's all about the process. You can still apply the same process. I think that's it, y'all. I talked myself in a circle, so here we are. But I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, peace.